So I have no idea if someone will be able to relate to this, and I think this is another very weird idea, my idea. But I think that working hard, deciding to do something hard, even when you don't have the motivation, doing it consistently, choosing the boring hard stuff over the fun stuff, instead of going out with friends, wasting time eating junk food, you decide to do something hard that doesn't feel good in the moment and leave your comfort zone. I think that in that exact moment when you do it, it feels very similar to when you back in the day got a punishment from your parents. They said that you're grounded, you no longer can go out with your friends, and you just sit there in your room, you're crying, you're mad, you feel like the world is ending, you feel like it will be this way forever, and it feels horrible, right? Like all you just want to do is to get the permission to the thing that you lost permission to do. So for example, going out with your friends, going instead of staying at home, you want to go out, but you can't. You want to play video games on your computer, but your mom just took away your computer or turned off the Wi-Fi. You want to use your phone, but your mom took it away, and like that exact moment feels very, for me, like from what I remember, it feels very fucking similar to what I just said in the beginning of this video. And that is, basically doing something without motivation, doing the hard things, even when you don't feel like it. When you're sitting there doing the hard task, task, tasks. Oh my god, what the fuck am I saying? When you're sitting there and doing it, like it feels the same way. You just want it to end, right? That's why I think it's very important to just learn how to sit with it and just do it regardless, right? Because like remember that those bad days when you got the punishment, you felt like the world is ending, you just have to sit there in pain and you cannot really do anything about it. Those, like, it passed very quickly. You don't really know how fast it passed, right? So you need to also realize that this will pass, right? Most of the time you won't feel like working on your business, but you need to realize that if you decide to work now, like the time will pass anyway, and you can decide if you want to be miserable now or at the end of the day, right? It's always like the same. If you don't do the work when you don't feel like it in the morning throughout the day, you will feel very bad before sleep. So like today I didn't feel like doing the work, like I had some motivation, but it was like it was boring. I didn't really feel like I didn't have this crazy drive inside of me. But I knew that if I will not do the work at that exact moment throughout the whole day, I will feel horrible right now. And guess what? I worked for 10 hours today almost. Get the grocery. So I did also, I went on 3 walks today. So that's a pretty fucking successful day, right? And it wouldn't be the case if, I decided to not work at the day. So I need to realize that the time will pass, just do it anyways. The time will pass, just like it passed very quickly when you were a kid, when you got the punishment, right? So it feels the same way. Like, I don't know, this sounds weird, but like, uh, okay, anyways, thank you for watching. Goodbye.